Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel. It's a 6-year-old Minecraft server this month, and we are going to be working back in Westhill today, but this is where we finished up just the other day. We were hooking Cosmic up with a collection system for their sniffer farm. And we did that over here. That's the pink design in the distance, and so now as the sniffers go around and sniff up ancient seeds for the pitcher plants and the torch flower plants, we've got a minecart underneath here that's going around and collecting everything. So hopefully this won't break or stop working when I leave the area. Looks like it's going pretty well so far. And I think I'm going to actually steal a couple of these to take back to Westhill with me, just in case we need them. So, I don't know, 8 maybe? We'll take a little bit. Oh, speaking of, there's a sniffer digging up. I don't know, I didn't see where it went. Maybe it got collected already? Yep. There we go. Kay the River Cat subscribing at tier 1, 23 months, almost at 2 years. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Kay. Really appreciate the support. Almost nighttime. We should probably sleep before we head on our adventure back to the medieval zone. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. I kicked mine off with Saturday pancakes, as I often do. I also realized that it was far too hot to have that breakfast. I immediately found that it was just uncomfortable. So I'm still very full, but we've had a string of very humid weather days here in the Maritimes, and it's been, as they say, tick. The air is tick. I want it to go away. Pancakes, you're shocked. I know, right? There's been a couple of weekends, Dan, where I'm just like, I don't necessarily want pancakes, but I also crave pancakes, and I'm also a creature of habit. It's weird. It's a weird thing. I'm not sure why our map mod doesn't work in this area. I don't know why it's giving us that kind of weird thing. I might have to try and figure out some changes or something. Maybe it's a new setting that they've added. Voldare, happy Saturday with 100 bits. Thanks very much, Voldare. Oh, before I go through here, how's my elytra doing? Oh, we're good. Yeah. Does anybody else have Zero's minimap installed and have that issue with the nether not loading in sections? It works fine in the overworld. It's funny when you do that, you can kind of see where the nether portals are, right? Pop out of another portal there, pop out of another portal there. Another portal there. That's where we did all of our exploring looking for the cherry biomes. I don't know what's over here. Oh, that's the coral reef connected to the desert. That's weird that there's no... I don't think there's another portal there. Or maybe there is now. I always hit the wrong button when I try to get out of the map. No, the trimming of the map, I don't remember. I normally don't trim places that we've been like that, you know? I usually go by like, doesn't really happen this way in Minecraft, but I try to make the trims by continent or as close to continent as I can. And I know that the desert connects to the coral reef within a continent, so I'm surprised that I would trim that up that way. That's just me though. It's also been a couple of years, so like I could be very wrong. I feel like I can barely hear my footsteps. Is it ambient environment noises that are the footsteps? I never remember. So we've got a lot of this kind of stuff to do. Paths and swamps and back green areas. I think I'm going to try to do the south lawn today. Right now there's a couple of things that stick out as you enter the valley. Unfortunately, we have not finished this end of it, so there's still some stuff over here that needs to be done. If it wouldn't cause such a lag issue, I'd love to increase the render distance on the server so that we could see the town from farther away. Obviously all of this needs to be done. Meto, hello, good to see you. Oh, Boo is chilling in the Discord as well. Or in the chat. Live chat. Yes, there's plans to put a swamp in there. Oh, I need to look inside that chest and figure out how I'm going to move it. I keep on forgetting this is out here. Right. I will need a lot of things. Presents. It's from a prank from a little while ago, I think. Birthday, maybe? I don't remember. So first thing, we have to drop what we're carrying, put everything back. Free up the old inventory. Redstone goes in here. Glass, dye, mangrove, bushel box, jungle wood, and moss. One of these, there's the cherry wood there. Crimson, that goes in here. And I think I left my spare shulker for cosmic as part of the farm, but I do have an empty one here. And I'm going to make that a different color. Let's go orange. I don't have a lot of orange shulkers. Easy to see. And in that, we can put things like that. All that stuff. Actually, might as well leave that in there too. And I don't think I have any room for more dirt in the system. So we're going to have to find a way to store some of this stuff. Oh, there's a satchel there. Some of this is already been kept. Now where can I put... I guess I can put my pitcher plants and torch flowers in there. I guess I could try to grow them. Does that have to be grown? Do they both have to be grown on farmland, right? I'm gonna move this stuff into here. These have all been gifts from Cosmic. Cal Birdie, the 6-month gift subscription from Cosmic Dancers has entered the 6th month. Found this hidden in the Keep's basement. 7 months. Where has the time gone? Though it has been well spent being in this wonderful community. Thanks to Cosmic for the gift sub. Thanks very much, Cal. I really appreciate you giving Cosmic the shout out. And we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. Glad you're sticking around. And M-Dog has resubscribed for Tier 1 for 23 months. Another person coming up on 2 years. Oh my gosh. Thanks so much, M-Dog. It's always really cool as a content creator to have people that decide to stick around for that length of time, you know? Ores are here? No. They're somewhere. Where did I put all the ores? There we go. And take those. I can go over there. I really don't know what to do with this dirt. I might just let it despawn. I guess I can go put it in the barn. I need to go put some more stuff in the barn anyway. I'm gonna use this, I think. I feel like those can go in here somewhere. Oh, that's full. Don't remember what that was for. Probably a request for a build. Cherry sapling. Oh, it's been renamed. That's why. That's what's going on. Well, we don't need that. I think so what happened was I uninstalled Can you tell I've been having computer issues lately? I removed the old cactus garbage can that I had. So much stuff. I'm just going to let a few things just vanish in the name of putting some stuff away here. Zenthane X subscribing with Prime for 18 months. Thanks very much. For 18 months, I guess, in a row. Let's say that was supposed to go back in here. And SweetSandi has used 200 bits, kicking off a hype train. Level 1 hype train is 85% complete. Thanks so much, SweetSandi. Really appreciate the support. Hype trains are fun. So I wish Twitch would add more emotes. So we're going to use the satchel to clear out that chest at the front of the town. That is mission 1. Oh, was Zenthane the one that set off the hype train? Apologies. Thanks so much, SweetSandi. Zenthane, again, thank you for the sub and thanks for kicking off the hype train. MindTripMedia jumping in there with 100 bits. Appreciate the support. So this will be a couple of trips to empty this chest, I think. It's not quite full, but it's more than a single chest full, if I remember correctly. Some stuff we can just put away normally. Oh, you know what? We can do this in one trip. That's perfect. So the idea with this area here is that it's going to turn into a swamp or a swampy, marshy area. And it's going to drain down over this bank into the river right about there. So that's the idea for this. It's going to look pretty cool. And if we go up top or up high, you can kind of see the little kind of depression where it's going to go. Kay the River Cat also jumping in with 100 bits. Thanks so much, Kay. That's 95% of the way through level 1 with a minute and 40 to go. All right, so I've got a redstone box, but I don't know that I have set aside any time or any space for skulk sensor stuff. I really enjoyed doing the redstone for Cosmic, even though it was very, very little. I really enjoyed it. I need to do more of that. This place is a mess too. What makes more sense? Vertical? Don't have... Our shriekers aren't really... They're not really like redstone-y, are they? I guess they connect with the skulk sensor too. Probably don't need sticks in there. Sometimes you got to take the time to stay organized. Lanterns and chains, chests. Lots of flowers, holy smoke. So many. I think I might take advantage of having the cornflowers, and I always seem to be running low on blue dye. So I think I might turn these into blue dye. And then it's just azalea stuff. That was easy. Cool. I think that's empty now. Oh no. That was just my inventory. I spoke way too soon. Way too soon. Those are all full. I guess we'll use this as a backup. Moss, more flowers. Can always use more moss. Dirt, rooted dirt, and slabs. Rooted dirt should be easy. Oh, did I not? I do that all the time. I reorganize something in an inventory and then I don't actually take it with me. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And then logs and candles. Candles are a pain. I'm glad that we've got some extra candles. So again, thanks for Cosmic. Or thanks to Cosmic for the gift. Wow, it's a really good thing I don't talk for a living. Holy crow. Crow? Those aren't words. Nothing I'm saying is words. If you're tuning in, you're like, what is going on? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, Doctor, hello. Haven't stopped by for a long time, but I've been catching up with everything, and that's great. Have you been watching the VODs on the Joel Duggan VODs channel? Speaking of, there's a new one. I posted the Ecto 1 Lego build from yesterday. That's up on the VODs channel now. Had a really good time with that. Some very cool connections. Some fun designs on the top of Ecto 1. Really, really enjoying that build. Okay, let's go up high. I wonder, let's go up rather than just flying. Let's take the stairs and see what this feels like. Basement to top. Go up these stairs into the kitchen, into the main hall, up these stairs, up the main spiral, all the way into the main, I guess, bedroom, and then up to the top here, where we are at the top of the keep. And I came all this way without my book of a list of stuff that I have to do. So as you can see on the way up here, one of the things we have left to do is to decorate the inside of the keep. I also have this area down there, that green patch. That is the south lawn, and that needs to be brought into the river. I want to do something like this kind of greenery. I don't know about the vine, but I definitely want to do that and have that happen down there. Maybe we can incorporate some of the pink cherry bushes. I think that could be kind of cool. We have yet to finish up the decoration on the courtyard. It's very empty right now. The tiling is done, but like there's no wagons or, you know, barrels, and it doesn't look like it's been lived in or used. We also have the graveyard, which is kind of right where that tree is, or maybe more so where that grass is. I'll show you on the map. I'm going to put a graveyard right there. And then the swamp that we talked about is up here. But I think we're going to start with this smaller project, this little patch of grass. Because I feel like right now, I want to feel like things are getting completed. And this is the last little bit of like, I haven't touched this. That needs some love and some life, I think, along through here. I'm pretty sure I did the bank. Yeah, the river bank looks like I've been messing around with it. It's really just getting something kind of like right in there. Even though I like seeing all that mud, I want to have a little bit of something going on there. Oh, Doctor says, I've been watching the VODs, listening to the render distance and spawn chunks, and hoping to be available for the next hangout. Very cool. Some of your server mates have incredible builds that you like to hear. Cool. As long as they're cool with you sharing those builds on the spawn chunks, then that's great. The only trick there is that we might have some questions. So if you have answers for like what inspired the build, that kind of stuff, then that would be helpful too. We are not sure when the next Minecraft Hangout is going to be on the spawn chunks. As a lot of you know, Johnny's computer is away for maintenance and repairs. So we can't do anything until that's back. At least I don't think. But I'm pretty sure we're going to wait until it's done. So we've got all that's been checked off. Pretty sure I have not missed anything. I'm almost to the point where I want to delete a huge part of the checklist just because it's now so big and so much of it is checked off. I feel like we'd be better off having a smaller checklist of like what's left, you know? So decorate and design the courtyard, missing tables and chairs in the main hall and the kitchen, the east wall of the main hall. You know, maybe we should do some inside stuff today. Pantry stair. I might have done that actually. South kitchen tower. South kitchen tower. Yes. Kitchen quarters. We can check off a bunch of that stuff today actually, you know? South lawn, alley behind the Dockmaster house. Cooper texture details. North Road, those are all big things. East Bridge Road, those are massive projects. Yep. Big. All done. Yep. Let's stay with the keep. We can start with just the stairs in the kitchen. So, pantry stairs. I feel like that's not a question anymore. We've done that. Pantry stairs. Details. In kitchen quarters. Yeah. So I'll show you what we're looking at. This is the stair that kind of comes out into what would be, I guess, the kitchen pantry. It's not really much of a pantry anymore. It was going to be the pantry when it was not something you could walk through, and it didn't have this downward staircase going on. Now it's got a couple of doors. So I should finish this up, and I should also figure out. I think that's a slab. Yeah. And that is probably a stair. That unfortunately has to stay like that. Not the biggest fan. Might be cool to put a couple of doors here and make this look like it's a faux closet. That could work. Because the kitchen pantry could really go here. We could make like a cupboard or something. We've got a lot of stuff that I want to fix in here. And then the kitchen quarters are actually up here. And this was just meant to be like, this is going to be laid out into something different. I think this is the ceiling of the kitchen. Yeah. So that could change a little bit with some texture as well. Double the hangout? We'll probably do a little bit longer, but I don't think we're going to like do a 2 length because they're already about an hour and neither one of us, I don't want to speak for Johnny, but like really, I don't think either one of us has the time to sit down for 2 hours in one go. All right, well, let's start with some of the stair details. Some of this stuff is going to be outside walls. I feel like this could use a little bit of texture. I don't know if those look good or not. We're going to find out. Just to help make this a little bit more lived in. When I do this kind of stuff, I often think about like, what's the path that people are taking? You know, I guess I should go get some stairs to have a little bit of variety in the stairs as well. Probably not mossy. And does this look good down here? It's a little bit too shiny, I think. It might work on some of the platforms, but for now, leave it. And sometimes andesite looks better. Yeah, it's pretty light. We'll just go with the old trustworthy. Let's go. Oop, 2 there. And on the inside, we can use, oops, smooth stone. I don't want to use it on the outside because it'll blend in with the wall. But that just gives a little bit of change. Oh, you can see the underside of that. That's fine. I kind of like andesite in there anyway. I guess that's a technique I don't talk about very much, but normally what I do is I draw a pattern, like a solid line that shifts from one texture to another, and then I try to punch through a couple of holes to make it look a little bit more organic. I find it really simple, but also very effective. I don't know that cheese and crackers are necessarily a snack that I would jump for joy, chat. Like, I like snacks, but cheese and crackers are kind of boring, if you ask me. If it's fancy cheese and meats, then yes. Depends on the cheese. There you go, M-Dog. Great minds. Great minds think alike. We were there. Like, cheese and crackers reminds me of when I was a kid. And it was like Kraft singles cheese slices, and I think it's Mr. Christie saltine crackers, like the most backwoods kind of like just dead simple 80s kid snack, like just was not enjoyable. So here I don't want to get too crazy with the pattern. I guess I can just put one there, and maybe up here. I have no idea if or what I'm doing as a pattern on this floor, so I'm not even going to try to adventure that way. I'm just kind of making this feel good for now. I think we've accomplished that. Oh, I just now doing that realize that that's a wall that we can see, but that's okay. We could continue that around the side. Is this single or is this double? That is outside. Okay. So maybe I should look at that. I wasn't thinking about this because it's mostly hidden by my work stuff. Let's just continue this around here. And I'll fix what's left after I move all my other shulkers eventually. Hopefully that doesn't look terrible on the inside. Oh, that's good. Maybe we'll go up just, oops, up just a little bit farther. Gonna need more andesite. This might not look as good now that I've also included andesite in the floor, so I may have to make some adjustments there. Have you ever put honey on a cheeseburger? Also, there's a niche burger condiment around my area that we put on burgers, and that's marshmallow fluff. Oh gosh. Sounds disgusting, I know, but it's very interesting flavor combination. Oh, Doctor, where are you from? Oh, mid to northeast coast. Really? That's East Coast? That sounded like a southern thing to me. Marshmallow fluff on a burger. I don't know why. I have not tried that. I'm open to trying new things. That's not one of them, though. That to me is just like, nope. That's a hard no. But I don't like a lot of sweet stuff like that. Like I tend to want my burgers to be savory. Although I say that, and I have had peanut butter on a burger before, and that was good. I do like, speaking of savory, I do like a fried egg on a burger. That's a good topper. See, now I want burgers, and it's all your fault. I feel like that needs to be wrapped around. Why is this only one level? Oh, that's why, I guess. So it looks kind of silly from the inside. Although, is that something you see? No, okay. That's fine then. I think maybe this has to go across. Yeah. I also need to replace that torch that I broke off. This is just kind of like the default stonework I've been doing all over the place. And yes, I think we're going to put a row of bricks across the top there. Might as well keep it going. Might as well put a torch down so I can see what I'm doing. I miss the days of having Optifine where you could have a torch in your offhand and see what was going on. Miss it. So this turned out into, instead of doing the kitchen, we're kind of doing the texture on the stairs. But some of that stuff you can see inside the stairs, so it's kind of like doing both at once. Now you're hungry. Yeah, I have that effect on people. I was talking to someone yesterday and they were talking about birthday cake. And they got their mother a strawberry shortcake flavored birthday cake. So it wasn't strawberry shortcake, but it was a cake that was meant to taste like strawberry shortcake. And I thought, that's really good. And they said it was weird and delicious. I was like, yeah, I can see that. That sounds like it would be. Sounds like it would be weird and delicious. All right, so this feels like it has a little bit more texture going on. Good. So then we can switch up to this level. Actually, let's do a regular stair. A smooth. I don't know. I keep on calling them smooth stairs, but they're just stone stairs. Now, can you see that from below? Yes. So what is this? I feel like that looks a little bit better. And I think I'll switch these to stairs as well. I do enjoy the texturing process. I find it very relaxing. I should probably wait to do the textures on these until we figure out how we're going to light everything. I want to say I'm going to hang some lanterns around. I don't know what we're going to do in here. We'll have to figure out. This at least is something we can hang a lantern from. It's a nice solid block, so that's good. It's hard not to make it too repetitive inside. Now that is, I think, just left over from when we did it the first time. I think I do like stone there. Oh, I did the whole ceiling like that, didn't I? Yeah, let's switch. I think I need to switch this. No, maybe I should leave it. Hold on. Because I'm just realizing the walls are bricks, so I'm okay with this section because it feels like an extension of the end of it, the arch, but I feel like could you use the tripwire hook and torch for a cellar feeling on the light? I could. I might use like a redstone torch or something. I'd like to do some candle stuff. Can you do the trick with the hooks and candles? Or is it just torches? What is the trick? Oh, that doesn't work. I think it's just modded. Yeah, I don't think you can actually... Don't think you can do that. My plan was just to use trapdoors. I mean, we have all the stuff at our disposal. You sure it was vanilla? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is very well lit. I don't need this to be this light. We're going to reduce the number of torches. There's probably only going to be one or two. And it can probably end up being like a lantern hung from like a corner, or like a single shelf in the corner here, you know? Something like that with a shows you play too much modded. Yeah, I can see how that would kind of like creep into your brain, you know? All right, let's put another cracked brick here. Just gonna make sure this looks good from the other side. Yep, looks fine. Maybe it's a little bit too cracked. Maybe we'll just remove one of those. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I like the ceiling, the way that it is. All this looks good. I feel like maybe one or two of these could have a little character to them. Not a lot, just every once in a while. I feel like the corners would probably receive the most stress. Yeah, just enough to make it not look too uniform and boring. I like all of this. And then we're up into this area. And I don't know if this is staying like this at all. I think what's going to happen, I'm going to have to decorate this first, and then we're going to go from there. So before I do this wall, which is only one wall thick, I have to figure out what's happening. So I guess I need to decide, are we keeping this the height that it is? I feel like I want to put some structure in here. There's a good spot for something right there, actually. And that's a slab, so that's a stair. Yeah, definitely an opportunity to do something there. What are we using for supports in here? I think we're using oak logs and barrels. Yeah. Forget how wild that looks. It's a big room. Oh, autopilot tried to go down the stairs in the kitchen that no longer exist. Good for a break. Yes. That sounds great. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate the reminder. I'll grab logs and barrels and trapdoors. So what I'm thinking is that this, like there, would look like a good support for everything. And then because I don't like these kind of tangents where all 6 vertices kind of meet at once, one of the things that you can do to kind of mitigate that is just add a little bit of thickness. It immediately creates a more interesting corner. And I find that it works. You can also do that if you wanted to space it out a little bit more. Whoops. Ooh, I like that better. I like the clean line across there. I could also get away with just having this be... Yep, that's better. A little asymmetrical. Plus we've got this already there. And I want to try to put something up here that looks like stuff. Now here is where I need to figure out what we're going to do. I don't think I want to do another support like that. That looks a little bit strange. Springius or Springius. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Feel like that needs to be lower, so maybe we'll just add a layer. Kind of put like a fake bottom on it. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Which means no torch. All right, I'm going to step away for a break. I do this once an hour when I stream. Folks that have been around for a while are probably used to it. If you're new, I simply just refresh my drink. I go get a stretch. I ask if you would like to. Oh, and I also run from skeletons. We don't usually get a lot of spawns in the town. That's interesting. Hold on, where'd you go? He totally ambushed me. What was I saying? I usually encourage people to go grab a friend. We're always trying to grow the channel. So if you want to tell someone that we're live, maybe invite them to come hang out with us. Then we'll see you back here in about 5 or 6 minutes. Ginger the Lily with the raid. Dropping 31 people into the chat. Thanks so much, Ginger. What were you up to on stream today? I'm assuming Minecraft, but like, let us know what were you up to. And thanks to everyone that came in with the raid. Appreciate you saying hi. Thanks for sticking around through the break. I think you were warned. They are short. And I hope everybody takes an opportunity to get up too. You know, like if you're hanging out with me for a couple hours watching your screen, whether it's a phone or a TV or computer, it's always good to get up and move around a little bit. Rizzy Realmhopper, hello. Oh, those are bones from the skeleton sniper that we just encountered. And where were we? We were working on the underside. I need some more textured blocks. Those and those. Maybe some signs. Door. Ginger says they're working on the Mushroom Island on Halcyon Heights, Chronicle 2. Clearing mycelium and visiting my neighbors. Very cool. Clearing mycelium. I think my next big project is going to be on a Mushroom Island. I'm going to build a sci-fi zone on a Mushroom Island, I think. Ginger subscribing at tier 1, 38 months. Just past 3 years. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Ginger. And thanks again for the raid. For folks that are coming in, you probably know, if you're watching Ginger, you probably know that I'm a full-time podcaster and streamer, that I co-host the Spawn Chunks podcast with Pixel Riffs, co-produce that. And I also do the Citadel Cafe, which is a podcast about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. And I'm trying to increase the people listening to that. There's a new episode out a new episode that's almost done that will be out this weekend, I hope, knock on wood. You can't see me knocking on my forehead, but I am doing it, I promise. And I also have a town hall hangout that I have to edit and put out for all of the patrons of the Citadel Cafe, my own personal Patreon, and anybody that has a sub here on Twitch. And subs on Twitch, Prime subs on Twitch, and Patreon support all go towards the same Discord. So that's me in a nutshell. But if you're new, this is West Hill. It's a 2.5-year-old medieval town build. I will pop out quickly and give you a spin. Again, most of you are probably familiar. While I'm doing this, if somebody wants to pop in the roster of content creators that are on Halcyon Heights, I know some, but I'd like to know more. So toss them in chat if you have the links. So this is what we've been working on for the last couple of years. The last few weeks have been on the keep. And we've got a lot of landscaping left to do to the north. The north is very much kind of like, it started and then we got onto the town and we haven't looked back. Soon we have to look back. But yeah, this is kind of where we are with everything. We went around a little bit after 1.20 dropped and we put like hanging signs in different places. I've got some cool ones over here. I've got like Smiling Goat Inn with a little goat horn on it. This is a data pack with armor statues. Pork chop. That's actually all vanilla. This one is really fun. The apothecary. There is a Halcyon Heights website. Cool. Yeah, by all means, toss that to Sandy or toss it in the Discord so that somebody that has link permissions. Do you not have link permissions? I thought maybe I haven't made you a VIP, Ginger. Sorry. I should fix that. I think VIPs and subs have link permission in chat. There it is. SweetSandi. I'm going to click that so I can take a look myself. Halcyon Heights. Members. Oh gosh, there's a lot of you. Holy smoke. Archaic, Aldebar, Anthony YTG, Black Clad Wanderer, EladJenkins, Elanetti, Fabled Days, Ginger the Lily. Hey, I know them. Griffin Prime, Manky Hamster. I know a lot of these folks. Not know them, but like I'm familiar with them. Misty Joy, now a Mike. Some troublemaker named Rizzy Realmhopper. Don't know how they got on there. Rubik's, Saniti, Shakespeare Girl, Tadpole Milk. That sounds familiar. Bah! It'll probably come back to me. Vanavan and Viral Porpoise. I know Viral too. That's great. So folks, if you want to check out some new content that you might not be familiar with from my channel, then go check out that link that Sandy had in chat. Halcyon Heights. Do you guys, is it a modded server? I don't remember. Oh, a number of you were in the chat. That's cool. Hey, Blacksclad Wanderer. Thanks for saying hi. So we're going to put a door here. I think we're going to put it on the inside. Yep, I think that looks the best. Maybe we'll do a little bit of work out here. So it's mostly andesite. I think I'm going to put a stair above this door, actually. And I don't think I have the right kind. Not that way. Nope, I want a polished andesite. I've been putting polished andesite stairs above most of my doors in the keep, so I kind of want to keep that flow going. Grab those. Fazu Battlecaster, hello, hello. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like that looks better. Okay, so that's there. I think we can get away with some doors here. It'll look weird. Oh, maybe we can't do doors. Maybe we have to do like a log situation here. As long as it doesn't feel too claustrophobic. No, it's fine. And then we can put another door here. And that's just meant to cover up whatever's in there. That's a slab. I should have brought some stairs with me. So right now, I feel like when I come out here, I want to go this way. And this is in the way. So I'm kind of making a mental note. We may have to punch a hole in here and make this feel more like an arch supported thing. Yeah, we'll have to see. The flow of it's a little bit weird right now for me. Stairs and slabs. And food. Vanilla with sprinkles. So very similar to the Citadel then. I think I've got a lot of the Raider chat pushes things up quite quickly. So it's like data packs and like the map mod and stuff like that. What's the coolest mod that you have on Halcyon Heights that we may not know about, in your opinion? And this is for anybody that's from Halcyon Heights in my chat, not just Ginger. Starting to feel a little claustrophobic. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Back to slab for you. Maybe we can do it here. Nope. I feel like I'm going to lose my forehead. I don't know whether that's just because I'm a tall person playing Minecraft, but I always feel like that stuff is a little bit strange. Now over here, I absolutely want to fix this up. Let's put... We're just going to drop this down. I'm going to cut a hole here so I know where it is. I'm going to drop this down to that level. And then I think on the back, I can put another log. Yep. That feels like it's supporting top. We can then echo that part there. I don't know if I want to do both. No, let's just do one side. Cool. I like it. Now, can I put a barrel there, adding even more detail and not look silly? I almost want the door to be there. The reason why I moved it is because I didn't want the door to be visible or as visible when you're in this room. Halo Guitarist with 1,000 bits. Holy smoke. Thanks so much, Halo. Appreciate the support. Let me back up through some of these. We have a fast-ish leaf decay, player heads, the statue mod, and some stuff like that. So the statue mod, is that different than the statue data pack that I have? You guys have like a one with a better interface, or is that maybe I'm thinking about Infinity Cove? Infinity Cove is my patron server for people that are wondering. The loot system for chests, everyone can loot a chest at once. So everyone has a chance for raiding and looting. Oh, so like if you go up to a chest in a well, I don't know, a dungeon or like a shipwreck, you can loot the whole thing and it's player based. So similar to like an MMO where like then I would come along and I would have different loot in there because it's based on what I would see, and then that way it's not an empty chest. Resi Realm Hopper likes the mini blocks and the mob heads and then the statues. Yeah, I had a lot of detail on Citadel in that way too. You have the Data Pack one, but the latest version. Yeah, I've got the latest version as well. We can all have a try in the chest. That's a really good idea on a very busy server. That's a good call. Do we like this? I think I like that. Looks kind of like strapping support. All right. I think that's good. I think that gets us where we need to go. This feels a lot more finished. That's not visible. Let's put another cracked one there. So then I could put something, speaking of those mob heads and things, I feel like I could put something else up there. Don't know what would be a good thing to put up there. Could try just a regular barrel. That's going to look too much like, I think, the stuff on top of it. Yeah. I feel like we need to hang a light source from in here somewhere too, because that's not going to be there. Well, maybe not. We can just leave it, I guess. It does. It feel. I need. It needs something here. Speaking of busy, the mining dimension is a must for such a busy server. Oh, you've got a mining dimension. Yeah, we pop through the portal. It can lift a whole biome without worrying about how it looks. That's a really good idea. I've seen that on other servers as well. Yeah, I've seen that on other servers as well. Also means we have to not break chests, the black-clad wanderer. That's right. You have to remind yourself not to break the... yeah, no, that's fair. Double chester barrels. So double chester barrels doesn't work because of the support thing. And this is here. I don't remember why I have that there. I think this is here to make these look like they're not out of place, and these have to be in here to hide that. So it's kind of like a necessary shelf to make this not look crazy weird. I guess I could lower it without the side brackets, and then we could just put whatever we want on top of it. I don't know what that would look like. Then it doesn't look quite as supported. It's, I don't know. Yeah, like it doesn't feel like it would stick to the stone at that point. To be honest, I don't like either of them, but something has to go there. Maybe what we could do is just hang a lantern or something. Maybe that's what we need to do. Go get a chain and a lantern and see what's up. The inventory is slowly creeping towards max capacity. Plus, our detail in here is getting kind of dim. And I'd like to be able to see it. Feel like this might be too low. Yep. Also too bright. Maybe we'll go with a different kind of lantern. It's very dark. Couple of nopes. Some nope squares. Oh, it's an invisible item frame with a slab. Yes, yeah. I've seen that before. Totally. Even that's low. Makes sense though. Because that only does us to there. So we need to find another way to hang a light down here to have it make sense. This is where I think I might be getting into some candles. The good news is these are all full blocks, so we could, if we wanted to, just hang a lantern there. Maybe I'll do that for now. I mean, that does the whole thing. That gets us all the way down to here, no problem. So it doesn't have to be right there. That's probably the easiest place for it, though. All right, 2 lanterns from 4 or 5 torches. I think that's fine. Let's say hi to MacCast from chat. Will do. How about a trapdoor support and a hidden light source? A trapdoor support and a hidden light source. If I did trapdoor support, then I would just put a candle on it. Because we can at least control that, right? Now this is unfortunately not an even situation. So around here, what I'm probably going to end up doing is the same thing we've done over there. Probably stuff like that. And that doesn't look terrible. Not my favorite, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think that's good. I just need to go up top on those stairs. Now that I've created some depth, we actually have the opportunity here to have this not all be planks. We can maybe have a little bit of texture wear and tear here, which I like. Maybe one of these. That might be a little bit much. Whoop, nope. Don't want to be in a hole. And then this is, I think, just what's above us. Right. And so they have to stay slabs, at least there. And they probably won't look as good as stairs. Nope. That's not terrible. Maybe I shift it the other way. Nope. Yep, I think we'll keep the stair. That. And could try a trapdoor here. And again, that looks fine. And then if we go upstairs, it gives us a slight difference in texture. Just something a little bit to mess around with, which I like. And then we're down to here again, and this, I think, again, has to be all slabs for it not to be too weird. We might be able to get away with a couple of trapdoors. The Mattcast subscribed to Tier 1, 61 months, currently at 58 month streak. Thanks so much, Mattcast. The chat beckoned and brought you in. Yeah, so here I'm wondering if we can get away with a trapdoor kind of like in this position. I feel like that looks nice and gradual. Makes sense to me. We're going to switch this out, I think, for andesite. This is getting... some of the stuff was built when this wasn't meant to be a fancy keep, and it has turned into something a lot fancier. So I'm trying to up the ante a bit here. Although that, I don't know if I like that combination. Yeah, that's better. Kind of wonder if I have... I always want like a slab of something that I never have the right one in my inventory. That's kind of cool. What if we did like an arch? I like it. Yes, that looks good. Been a while. What are we working on? Large keep, church. This is the keep. This is the main keep here. And what I did was, 2 weeks ago, or last weekend, there was a staircase that went down here into our storage system, and I moved it because it just so happened that when we expanded the keep, this main staircase here, the outer wall for it ends up being nicely central downstairs. So now inside, we have like the servants and like maybe a guard entrance or something, and that takes us down into the basement, and that pops us out down here into what used to be a much different looking storage system. But now I've got everything over here. All of this used to be on like the back wall, and so it was this wall right here that I noticed that was really central, so I've brought it all down. EladJenkins subscribing at tier 1, 5 months. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. I don't mind that this is kind of dark in here too. Like it kind of gives it like a little bit of a creepy vibe. All right, so I'm done there. I think that's the section done. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm going to open these doors because it's going to drive myself crazy. Always putting them in and out. Okay, so that's the stairs done. What should we tackle next? I kind of feel like I should work on maybe this, like this room at the end of the hallway so that we can decorate it properly. I wanted this to have like a little bit of a library, but I don't want to block the window. So I feel like we're going to have to do maybe some bookshelf stuff in there. And maybe some bookshelves here. This whole thing could be a bookshelf, actually. Oh wow, there's a storage room in here too. I don't know what that should even be. Don't understand the function of it other than just like an interesting door to walk by. Right. I think I need some bookshelves. Books. Where am I keeping the books these days? I need a few more of those. Keep all the wood stuff. I think I can remove some of these stairs. Keep these on me. Don't know what we're going to be doing for stones yet. Thanks for the lurk, Marvel fan. Appreciate it. Probably sleep just so we can do this in daylight. So the only thing about these is that they don't connect. I feel like that looks okay. kind of want to have a mirrored bookshelf over here, but can't do that outside. Yeah. What if this wasn't in the wall, but instead was in front of it? Maybe just one? I don't mind that. There's enough of a gap here that it doesn't feel like it's right up against the window. The problem is then, what do you do with the top part of it? So this would obviously be like the library hall, you know? Maybe we could work it into the balcony somehow. Could work this down. That might work. Maybe it just needs to be like either a log or a regular plank. Or maybe it needs to be a spruce plank. Something that matches the bookshelf. Could also just put the bookshelf in there. Got a cool side to it. I need more bookshelves, and I need some oak wood, which is not a wood I usually use. Surprising. I guess that's one thing about like things like the hanging bookshelves, is that they can bring back some blocks that you might not normally use. Why are there chains in there? Oh, I need to make more bookshelves too. Let's just turn half of these into planks. I'm really happy with this staircase. It took a while to grow on me, but I feel like it works now a bit better. So what if we just did like regular planks up here and then used these guys? Not like that. Actually, let's try a different texture over here just to see. I don't mind that, actually. Maybe we can bring this along here. So then it doesn't matter what's back there. A weird combo. A little bit better. Maybe these actually have to be spruce. That works a little bit better. Unfortunately, that doesn't work quite as well. But maybe we can shift this. Oh, it kind of blocks the bookshelf. Yeah, I like that. That works. I've kind of just sprung from one section of the build to the other, but I feel like that's kind of what you have to do in certain places. Now, is this an outside wall? It's not. Do I want the bookshelves to come out more? Maybe I want them to frame the door. Can this door be moved? Maybe. It would be kind of cool to have like a secret door. I like this room a lot, actually. Inextricated, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Flossed 14 chunks of bedrock today. What does flossed mean? I don't know about that. I feel like I want to do it, but I'm not sure how to. Oh, that looks better. Could I move that door without messing this up? Because this is a giant pain. This took forever to get right. So I don't know if I want to really screw around with this very much. The fact that they're so close together does feel a little bit strange. If this was here... then we could do the same thing over here too. Well, I wouldn't want to put a hidden door there, but we could absolutely run out of bookshelves. Wow. I like these blocks so much. That gives you a vibe, though, when you walk in here. I feel like that really gives you a nice look at what this room is absolutely trying to do. Now that looks like it might be an outside block. It is. Okay. So we can't change that, unfortunately. So we'd have to change this, I guess? Maybe birch to match the shelf color better? Birch doesn't match the shelf. These are oak. Yeah, I'm not sure about the stairs there now. Maybe if I make that one match. Your texture pack has the chiseled bookshelves lighter. Yeah, I can see that being a cool thing. So that's cool, but then it does kind of make that look a little bit silly. And I'd want to have, I feel like I want to have a little bit of detail in here. Unfortunately, we don't have stripped wood stairs. I wish we did. Maybe we can incorporate the spruce in there instead. This is where it's just total trial and error. Trying to make a fancy design. Trying to make it look like it might be carved or something, you know? But Minecraft does not have the best resolution for it. That's not terrible. And we have enough room in there to make like a special sort of design, so I could change the wood on the back of that, I think, or the blocks on the back of that. Yeah, that's no problem. Put that there. Good. I think I just made it backwards. I think the top part has to be high. Oh yeah, this is gonna have to change. The spruce is definitely gonna have to change. I'm just trying to get a good like decorative pattern or something going along here. I think I have to change these blocks. Maybe if I did upside down stairs. It doesn't have a top on it. I think that's the main issue. See, this was meant to kind of stick out and be decorative. Like you can kind of see what the intention was over here. But now maybe we just go with a solid plank. Nope. I might be just working at too small of a scale. Maybe what needs to go back there is something that's not brown. Maybe we need to have some sort of color back there. A green, maybe? Yeah, so if we did that, we'd have to change a couple of others to make everything match. And the question then becomes, what does that look like upstairs? Hopefully that does not look dumb. Although, I would give priority over the basement, or over the ground floor than the top floor. Sandy making the pink joke because Cosmic isn't here. Well played. Well played. I can't escape it. It is forever. Partially exposed doors. That won't fit, I don't think. And there's the same problem. It's brown, right? I wouldn't mind even in blue. We got blue windows. I think it would be cool if we could squeeze in some blue. What would be a good blue block for back there? Unfortunately, my blocks of lapis are a custom texture and I don't like them, so I haven't used them for anything like that. Redbeard Paul, hello, welcome in. Where's my terracotta? Light blue terracotta is purple. We've got really not much for blue blocks, is there? There's prismarine, 2 blue ice. Some of that might look too organic. I feel like a blue stone would be good. Can't do coral. Maybe concrete's going to be too textureless. Is that light blue concrete or is that cyan? Cyan. I know I've got some blue dye here somewhere. Need to update this data pack too. There's still a little bit of visual glitch. That might be too bright. I don't think we have any other. We don't really have. This is where we had this conversation on the spawn trunks a couple weeks ago. Pixelriffs brought up the fact that there's no real good blue brick block, like, you know, to make those kind of roofs that you see in like Lego builds and medieval concept art and stuff. The fantasy blue roof tile, they just don't have it. It does not exist. So I guess cyan would be the next. Green might not be so bad. I could try the warped wart. This is probably going to be too bright. And I could try... Is it blue ice that doesn't melt? We'll see. Does wool have the same shade as concrete powder? Yes, pretty sure it does. One of these is a wool blocks. I think. Or maybe it was over here. I actually don't work with wool very much because I don't like the texture. There it is. Yeah, it's a little bit darker. It might not be so bad tucked into that little corner. I need to make a sacrifice. I guess I haven't been really using the signs at all. Now you watch, I put these away, and the very next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to have to come and get the signs because I'm going to need them for something. Blue and light blue. Wrong way. Let's just get up into the ceiling here. There's the blocks we're going to be replacing. Okay, so let's try blue. And then I guess maybe the warped one here, just to kind of give ourselves a range. I think I prefer something lighter. I mean, the good news is you can't tell the difference between concrete powder and wool. So that at least is fine. At least I don't think you can. Okay, when you've got more of that, you really start to see it. Maybe blue is not the right color. Maybe I should go with like an orange or something. All right, let's try the ice. A little bit too bright. So if the ice is too bright, I imagine the blue concrete powder is going to be even brighter. Which is kind of like a teal anyway. It's not bad. Zrai Saki, thanks very much for saying hi. Welcome in. I don't mind that, you know. I guess the problem is that we can't do it on both sides because this is an outside wall. Although, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to have... Maybe we don't need these. Maybe we can make it more asymmetrical. Although if that's the case, this might be better off as a double door. Frame it up. Don't know if I like that though. I really want the experience of coming in from this hallway to be quite cool. I feel like I've lost a little bit of that. Yeah, I prefer the symmetry there. I don't know about the double doors either. Take it easy, Ginger. Thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate you bringing on your viewers. I hope everyone's having a good afternoon, and enjoy the rest of your day. Break reminder says Sandy. Appreciate it. Good call. Yeah, I'm a little stuck anyway, so it's a good time to kind of step away. I don't mind the concrete powder. I thought it was going to be quite blue, or too light rather. That looks okay. We'll try the other ones just in case, but I mean, it's different, you know? It would be safer to go with brown. I just don't know what we do on this side, you know? So we know that it's not that and not that. This was also a no. We didn't try the strip logs, and we haven't tried any of the turquoise yet. And I liked what's up there better than the ice. So once again, I'm going to take that short break that I give myself once an hour. And when we come back, we'll try a couple more versions of what's up there and see what's going to stick. I may end up going down to brown or something more neutral. All right, folks. 5 or 6 minutes. I will be right back. All right, let's test out a couple more of these different blocks. This way, so many different ways to get to the same place now. Right, so that is light blue concrete powder. I imagine the wool is going to look very much the same. I would say the wool probably looks better. Looks more like the kind of material that might be up there in terms of texture. But we will try the log. I forgot that they had a squeaky noise. So the good news is that it's going to have the same sort of log texture. Yeah, I think I like that better. And then the cyan concrete powder is the only other one we need to try. And we could mix it up, I guess. Nope, I think it's going to be, surprisingly, the stripped warped hyphae. A mouthful. Yeah, I kind of like that. So now I need more bookshelves. I can put away a lot of this stuff. Ice and terracotta. Didn't test the terracotta, but I don't think it's the right color anyway. And I need more bookshelves. What's going to be really crazy is the amount of books I'm going to need. Can never have too few bookshelves. No, I agree. I've been using these a lot. So I feel like here, maybe we'll do a special opening over the door. And then maybe we can do the same pattern. We'll just not have the same bricks behind it as we did over here. So at least it'll be mirrored, but it won't be won't have the color behind it. Now, does that look right? So that's how that looks there. Yeah. Feels a little bit empty here. I don't think I want to start putting things out like this because then it blocks the view of the top windows. Although that's not terrible. Maybe if I put these in between. Not bad. They stick out a little bit. I'm not sure what we could put there in their place though. Somewhere to put banners. I'm not going to be hanging any banners. I don't like the way that they flap around inside, and I find the design of banners a little bit cumbersome. But yeah, you could. If you like banners, then that would be a good space to put them. I've also got this space out here, and I can't decide if I'm going to do some custom map art or maybe a custom painting, like a custom texture painting. That would be a good spot for that, I think. So fence posts won't cover up the stuff behind them. That's the thing, right? I don't think I want to cover up the stone. Like, I kind of like the stone. I was just looking for something. I'm trying to make it look like the wood part is connected more, right? Because this looks fine on its own. Like, that looks fine. Maybe I just need to move that. To move that piece there. No, that doesn't look right either. Well, maybe we can just leave it. I think by leaving it open, it also keeps the room feeling very tall, which I like. I'm just not enjoying this transition so much. Yeah, I guess we could try it with different blocks. Like, I could try this pattern with spruce instead of oak. Maybe that's a better way to go. That might be the connection that I'm missing, you know? Yeah, do we like that better than this? We do that, I almost want to switch this around. You like the spruce better? Yeah, I think I do too. I think it ties in better with what's happening at the top. And really, the top, I mean, we changed the top, but the top doesn't have to stay that log. We could change the top back to planks. Because the top was originally just planks like this, right? No, it works better with the log, I think. Yeah, let's just, for the sake of just a handful of blocks, switch that out. It's one thing about doing all this in survival is that you do feel like you do and then redo stuff a lot. A lot of trial and error. Live on stream, I find. Oh no, that stays. The other one I have to delete. And then while I'm up here, maybe I'll see what we can do with the edge of this floor too. Now, can you see? Oh, what was that? That was a stair. Or a slab. That was a slab. Okay. So that has to stay. I didn't realize that was a slab. What's that? That's a full block. Can that be? Yeah, maybe. Wonder if that would look good as a barrel. One of these. Either there or switch around. Put that there. And then a barrel. I guess the barrel would have to be facing the other way. Nope. Oh, come on. Looks a little bit funny. Yeah, it's a little bit much. Oh, I've run out of stripped spruce. Sparrow, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Once you've taken the time, you know, to kind of lay things out and make sure that the rooms are flowing together, it's amazing how creativity can flow. And we talked about this on the Spawn Chunks recently, where because I focused on the design flow of the keep first, and I always had an idea of what I wanted a room to be. Like I didn't just blindly put a room on the end there. Like I wanted it to look like an important kind of library type place. But I think by giving myself that restriction, it kind of forces you to be a little bit more creative with stuff. And we all know that I love my trapdoors. So as long as that doesn't look too bad upstairs, that could be the new. Yeah, I think that gives a little bit more distance here. I may have just made that a real pain upstairs here. It's a little repetitive. Maybe we just don't do these ones. still solves the problem, but then it's kind of at the back. And then we can do like a little bit like this where this isn't really seen. Is this visible? It is. What was that? Slab? Oh no, that was a stair. Yeah, I think that kind of works. The only other thing I could think of would be to remove this, put in a stair there, and remove this stair. But then what goes there? I guess a slab? It feels a bit sturdier. Yeah, you know, maybe I had it right the first time. Again, those moments where you realize that you're just doing and redoing the same thing over and over again. We can help this out a little bit too. I know just what to put up there. See you later, Marvel fan. Thanks so much for the lurk today. Hope you enjoyed the chill stream, as you so often do. Appreciate they keep on coming by. I need more than 5. Gotta look at it both ways, know it's right. Yep, a lot of the times it's about building what's wrong, you know? Oh, nighttime. Oh, thanks for the sleep, Mattcast. Appreciate it. All right. I think that works. Kind of want to move that to be planks. No, you know, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I just like them plain. Or maybe we don't do the whole thing. Maybe we just hit them here and there. Nope. Also nope. No, it just gets too busy. I guess there's a certain point where you kind of have to back off and say, all right, I've added all I can add. The one spot that may look good is up here. Yeah, that helps. I don't want to do it here because then they would stick out past the edge of the window. So we'll leave that kind of where it is. I will be that guy and add in some details though. I love that we can place these, decide if we like them, and then go back and edit them after the fact. Such a nice little shift. And then we can do the same thing up here. nice. Okay, so that's all taken care of. So now we've got to do, I guess, the books. And I want to tackle this door before I decide how I'm going to handle this. I like the fact that this comes in here. I don't know. I guess we could just have 2 doors side by side. Have to find a way to hide that. I feel like I'm losing a lot of space in here by putting that there, though. That has to stay there. Oh. Does that have to be there? Yes. Just feels kind of weird. I guess that'll work. I don't want to sacrifice. Well, this actually wasn't finished. This is just supposed to be like a little like pantry. If I move that out, then I could put stuff on the shelf. Right? Because then we could have this in here. Just looks like a pantry. I could change those into doors. Although there's going to be doors on both of these, so this is going to be a little bit strange. And one of these doors is going to actually be out on this level. Joel, I love when you suggested swapping chiseled bookshelves with looms. I hadn't thought of that. Was going to see if I can, if they can coexist in my world. Yeah, I meant to. I was using looms as like empty bookshelves before. So I prefer these empty than a loom because they look a lot more like a bookshelf. As you would expect them to. As you would expect them to. I kind of feel like this needs to be more bricky. Make it feel a little bit more intentional. Maybe not that part. We may have to go in between. Stairs might be the best way to go there. Yeah, I feel like that probably needs to go all the way to the ceiling. Rather than this. We'll do this. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Maybe I could work out another archway there. That actually might look pretty good. Alright, let's go get some doors. I think I might have to make some more. Yep. Oh, wrong type of wood. It's probably one of my favorite little data packs is this stonecutter one. Scroll for show. Thanks very much for the raid. Appreciate it. I guess this side. Welcome in, everyone. Let's go out to the main hall here. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. It's a raid for show. Appreciate it. Thanks for bringing over your peeps. That's a huge raid. Holy smokes. 80 people. What were you up to on stream? If you're new, my name is Joel Duggan. I podcast and stream full-time. Co-host and co-producer on the Spawn Chunks podcast, and I also host and produce the Citadel Cafe podcast. And of course, I stream here on Twitch, where we are on the Citadel. It's a 6-year-old multiplayer server, and we're in my 2.5-year-old medieval town build. We have a little bit of data pack and mod stuff happening, but it's very, very light. It's meant to be vanilla in spirit, anyway. Just gonna find a bed here so y'all can see it in the daylight. Was on the Dragonfell SMP. We took out the dragon last night, so I was hitting the end cities looking for an elytra. Nice. Did you find one? We've got to reset the dragon on our server as well. I toss on some shaders here since it sounds like a lot of new people in chat, and let's go somewhere with a good vantage point. So this is the medieval town of Westhill. And we started with the main gate about 2.5 years ago, and we've just been pushing out slowly ever since. You found one! You found an elytra. Nice. That's always a good feeling. It's actually Westhill looks better when you're not inside of it. It looks better from the distance. It's weird. I think anyway. And if anybody in the chat has any questions, like, did I do this all myself? Yes. Yes, I did. I've had server mates drop off gifts of blocks here and there, but most of the time it's just me. And I'm not sure why, but my frame rate in this area now is like 30 or lower when I put on my shaders. It's unfortunate. It's too bad. I'd love to play like this, but I just can't. Oh, there's something we need to fix. We can change that to some, maybe some hanging signs. Yeah, so we're currently working inside this room, actually right there. So with that glass there, that's where we are. Got a bit of a, there's an area over here as well. Each section of town has its own little bell tower. So we've got the east bell tower. South bell tower is just over there. You can't see it. The west one is very, very tall. And the north bell tower will be there. We're going to replace that. That was one of the first towers I built, and I don't like it. So we're going to change that to look more like this on the top. So it'll match. It'll probably be white. It'll be like bone block and stuff like that. This is the market area. Lots of signs and shops and stuff. I have to say, it's been a really fun build. Messing around. So folks, if you're coming in from the SeerOfTerribleOmens raid, thanks ever so much for hanging out. Appreciate you sticking around. Drop a follow if you want to come back for next time. But I stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Everything else is Minecraft except for Friday, where I've been building Lego live on stream, and we've been working on the Ecto-1 Ghostbuster vehicle for the last 6 weeks. So there's a new VOD that's out on Joel Duggan VODs. You can actually watch this entire town be built in real time on YouTube on Joel Duggan VODs. So this is what we've been working on today. I have to say it looks pretty cool with shaders on. It'd be really good at dawn because, of course, the sun would come up over there. Yeah, this is what we've been messing around with. And then it kind of, we were in here trying to work out the best way to have these doors. I think I'm going to put this door on the inside here. Maybe that doesn't go there. Maybe we'll put a different stone above that. I'm leaving this here because otherwise that door looks kind of funny because it doesn't have like a real top to it. A stair there could also do the trick. It's kind of a weird secret servant's entrance to the library from the kitchen. Or maybe we do frame this. And that creates a nice little bit of separation. This stands out a little bit. I might change that. And I wanted to put doors here instead. So, little pantry. No shelves in it yet. I don't know whether these would look good. Oh, you know what? I guess we don't need that up there, do we? Right, that works there. So I'm not going to get into detailing this kitchen today. One of the things we did recently for folks just tuning in, there used to be a stairwell here that went down to the basement. That has now been moved in here. So we have all this room now in the kitchen to do a lot more. Bigger tables, maybe another small pantry, or we could do other stuff. I want to have more barrels of things too, more containers, things on shelves. I've done another kitchen in another build, and it was a lot nicer, a lot more detail. So I think that works. A little claustrophobic, but it makes sense. All right, I think I'm comfortable and ready to put in some books. Saving on trapdoors, that's new. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. All right, so now we need more, not bookshelves, but we need more books. And we are going to need at least a stack, I think. A couple stacks. All right, let's go with a stack in a bit. We'll see how we get along. I'm assuming we're going to need more than that. I'd just rather not build them all at once. That's pretty cool. And we are absolutely going to need a lot more. Little bit empty up here. I guess they don't all have to be full. Pink books. I have no choice. They don't let us change the colors. Yeah, that was a stack, and it did about a third of what we have to do. Looks so good. I like it. Really, really fun way to add a lot of detail to your builds. And go through an absolute ton of leather and paper. This might be something we have to do like a bit at a time, because I think that's the last of my leather. Oh no, we're okay. I'm absolutely going to make as many as I can now, though. So that's all the leather I have, unless I have more rotten flesh kicking around, because we have a data pack on the server that allows me to smelt rotten flesh. I don't think I would have any over here. And check the whatchamacallit there, the storage in the farm. Now you have to worry about randomizing individual books on the shelf. Well, I do anyway. At least there's only 6. So that part is at least easy. Some coal. Not a lot kicking around. Can't think of any other places there might be rotten zombie guts. There's one other storage spot. I don't know if it's got anything in it though, for what we're looking for. Those are out of place trees. Not seeing much. I'll take the coal though. A little bit more. Didn't see any actual leather. Pretty sure these are all the mini blocks that I moved. Yeah. Okay. So we got a little bit more. Town to build a cow farm. We have a cow farm on the server. It should be loaded, I think. People have been playing around in the meadows a little bit. I need a furnace. Like that. Let's move you. Alright, so I'll make a little bit more leather. I think we can get at least half of this done. Part 1. Oh yeah, we're almost there. The thing is just to remember like where the different colors are and how you want to mess around with them. This won't do the whole thing, but we'll get most of the way there. I find the ones that stick out a lot are the purple ones, because there's not a lot of purple texture in Minecraft, nor is there a lot of purple texture in this town. So I'm trying to go sparingly on the ones on the right hand side. At least a little bit. Sometimes it makes sense. Just 7 left. I guess I'll just put them down here. So, next time, finish that up. And then we have to decide what we're going to do on the floor, because this is not nice enough to be in this library. So we're going to try to figure out how to change this. And I think what that will do is that will affect the hallway texture, and then we're going to try and tie it into this. I don't think I'm going to repeat. I don't think I'm going to just pull this down. I could try it. I could try this pattern and see what it looks like, and if it lines up right, because this is 3 wide the whole way, and this lined up quite nicely. So we could do a bit of a stone. These are furnaces, by the way, furnaces and polished basalt. So we could try like a square pattern. I feel like it's all the right number until we get to here, and then it goes from multiples of 3 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd have to come up with some sort of special thing around the corner. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's not quite right, but I want to try and come up with something different too. I do like what I'm going, what I've got going here with these polished bricks in the walls. So we'll see. Maybe I can continue that. This, unfortunately, is the back of the chimney, so we can't really change too much of that. It's the back of the cooking area. I'd like to keep that because that actually lines up quite nicely with everything above it. This is a fun little door. Oh, I put the doors away and I forgot to put a door back here. So we'll have to put a door here on this side as well. And then there. And then here we can probably do a recessed block there, which will give this a nice little highlight. That should work out okay. Yeah. Should work out a-okay. So much going through my mind when I'm working on these bits because they end up taking up like 2 or 3 streams, and then I'm just like, I get ahead of myself. But I think the way that we'll probably approach decorating this is we'll go from the ground up. Like we started with the basement stairs today and worked our way up through this little room. So I'll probably do the library, probably this, but barring that, if I can't figure out what to do there, then we've also got the kitchen that needs to be updated, and then the courtyard. And then we can start going up to the upper floors. Now, really, there's not much in the upper floors. It's just a couple of bedrooms here and there. So it's pretty straightforward up there. These are the more challenging stuff. And this is going to get me every time. That is not a door. That is a closet. This is the door to the new library hall, which, yeah, that's going to look really cool. Once we get the books in on this side, it's just asymmetrical enough to be interesting, but it still has like a nice mirrored effect. And I like that the doors are straight across from each other. And I never even realized that there's turquoise books, and it goes well with the turquoisey kind of highlight there. It's too bad we can't do that on this side. I don't have the room to push this out. Not in any believable way anyway. I mean, I guess I could. It's possible. It's not impossible. We could thicken this up. Have like a recessed door on both sides. Yep. That's a maybe. Hold on. Let's leave myself a note. Explore that. That looks awful. I will see that and be like, oh, right. I was meant to fix that, wasn't I? All right, folks, that's where I'm going to sign off for today. Hope you had a fantastic afternoon. Thanks again for the raids. For anybody that's coming in, if you are new, please follow. Hang on, we're going to send you along to another Minecrafter. Griffin Prime is on Halcyon Heights, and we had a raid earlier from Halcyon Heights as well, from Ginger the Lily. So we're going to share the love right back at Griffin Prime. Really appreciate all of you this afternoon. Thanks so much for the resubs. Big thank you to the folks that are hitting like 2 and 3 years on subscriptions. That's amazing. If you're new and you want to support, but you're not a real subscription person, check out Patreon. It's patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It is $2 a month. It is the price of a cup of coffee or less. And it auto renews. You get access to the Discord. And we have a lot of fun in the Discord as well. So I think you'll enjoy it. Make sure to check out the CitadelCafe.com and the SpawnChunks.com, both free podcasts that I co-host and produce. And I think you will like them. I will see you tomorrow, Sunday, at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours for part 2 of this. More library and more keep decoration on the inside. See you then. Bye for now.